What's poppin'? Welcome back to Midwest Talks Basketball. We here Tuesday. It's Tuesday. we not even almost there. I was about to say we almost there. We're not almost there. We just chopping it down, man. So we gonna get into the topics at hand. All right. So we gonna talk about Kuminga demanding the trade. All right, and then the fans booing Giannis constantly, which is just, to me, is just that's wild right there, man. Because this brother, he brought y'all a championship, and y'all haven't had one since Lou Alcindor. Okay, Lou Alcindor. All right, I don't even think he was Kuminga. I think he was Lou Alcindor. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. All right, but whatever, right? Let's talk about it. So Jonathan Kuminga demands a trade from the Warriors. That whole situation don't make sense. There's nothing about that situation. The optics make no sense. What about the optics make sense? Now, if I was privy to information behind the scenes, then maybe it would make sense. But the fact that I'm not privy to the information behind the scenes, what's put out there makes zero sense. Not a lick of sense. You know what I mean? So let me get this straight. He was going to initially go to the Warriors. I mean, not the Warriors, the Suns, right? The Warriors matched it to stop him from going. Why would they do that? You don't even want him. Like, why? Like, why would you do something like that? You know what I mean? From what it looked like, Kerr and Kuminga don't rock, man. Like, they don't rock. They can't rock. Because if Kerr rocked with him, he would give him minutes. Kuminga's better than every player on that bench. You know what I'm saying? Why is he not getting no clock? That makes no sense. No, this is ridiculous. And that's where it's like, man, this some sabotage type stuff, some sabotagement type stuff going on right now. Because it's like the optics. Now, I don't know what's up. Like, I don't know what's up between the Warriors and Kuminga. I don't know if Kuminga did something scandalous to where they just being vindictive with him. I don't know. You know what I mean? But the optics, it looked crazy. You know what I mean? Because you paying this man what you paying him to sit. He's getting paid playing time money. You know what I'm saying? This brother, and he's not no bum. He needs to be playing. Well, actually, nobody in the league's a bum. Let's get it correct. But he's actually a talent in this league. He actually can start in this league, and he actually is he could be effective, right? So he was initially going to the Suns. Man, the Suns actually have more wins with Kuminga. You got Book over there doing his thing, Dylan Brooks over there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Dog, like, come on, man. Like, add Kuminga to that? That's a nice young team. That's a nice young team over there. I just don't get it. Like, so, that, man, I know the Suns probably like, man, we could have had him. The Suns, they actually be nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, you not rolling up in Phoenix right now getting a win, you know what I'm saying? So you add Kuminga to that. That's not no team to sneeze at. I'm not saying they championship, but that's not no team to sneeze at. What they'll be missing is a legitimate point guard. That's all they be missing. They have every other position covered. Starting lineup, at least. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they playing these games with him, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I had intel in the situation, because I would love to know why they would match the offer sheet and then have him sit down. I would love to see that. I would love to know why, because this is dumb. It is. It's dumb. You know what I mean? You could have let him rock, got him off your books. You know what I'm saying? And then sign somebody else that you want. You know what I mean? But I don't know what type of deals they gonna swing for him. I don't know what the interest level for Kuminga right now. I seen some off the Kings. I forgot about the other team, right? But the Kings, I wouldn't want to go there either. They don't seem to know what they want to do. It's like the Kings, man, like, I wouldn't want to go to the Kings, bro. Like, I mean, the Kings is like, I don't know what's up with the Kings, though. I can't even lie, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to go there if I'm Kuminga. But I mean, if you want to go, if I would say this, if they're going to start him and give him some clock, at this point, you want to go anywhere who's going to play you. You know what I mean? So you can show what you can do, because you don't want this to be your last big contract because you're not getting no minutes. Because that's how the game, that's what the league does. You're not out there producing, you know what I'm saying? Then This is your last big contract type stuff. That's how they play you. You know what I mean? You know, and I ain't gonna say play you. It makes sense because like you've been riding the bench for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So you expect us to pay you this and we haven't seen, like, you know, so I wouldn't, you know, if I'm Kuminga, I guess any team that want me right now, that's gonna put me on the floor and I can show what I can do, you probably should be willing to go there. Probably can't be picky right now. That's, you know, if I'm his agent, I'm like, look, I get it, you know, any team that's gonna give you the best minutes and utilize you the most, you go there right now. And then after that, you know what I mean, once your contract is up, then you can kind of, you know, choose where you want to go to in a sense, because now since you show consistency, because I think we got 2-3 years left on this deal, I think, something like that. So, you know, these next couple years, you get busy, you know, stay healthy, get busy, put up good numbers, you know what I'm saying, and also play in a winning fashion, not selfish, because that can hurt you. Play in a winning fashion, you know what I'm saying, play smart basketball, you know, you can get you another big deal, and then you might have a team that's established and then winning, and they might feel like you the missing piece, right? So I would advise him to just look, you know, just whoever wants you, whoever genuinely wants you is going to utilize you. You should want to go there. You know what I mean? And ball out, and then, you know, you choose where you want to go. Maybe the team that wasn't so good when they got you, and they willing to add pieces, you might want to stay. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You might want to stay. You never know. But if this is about playing basketball, you know what I mean, and all that, then, you know, it's not really going to matter where you go at this point, because the Warriors been playing you for the past few years, dog, a couple years, dog. So, you know, I would think you want to get out on the floor and show what Kuminga can do. You know what I mean? I think you want to go out there and show what Kuminga can do, and that you here, and you one of the better players in the league. I'm quite sure you want to show that. So even if it's Brooklyn that wants you, I don't care. You know what I mean? You go there, show out, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you'll get better offers, because I guess Wendy said that there wasn't really no offer, no deal for him. And I'm trying to understand if there no team wanted him. What was up with the Suns thing there? You know, the Suns wanted him. I mean, man, I know he's salty he couldn't go to them Suns, dog. I know he's salty. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, hopefully he gets moved by the deadline. Because this is ridiculous. I feel bad for him, but then again, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I have no idea. You know what I mean? I wish I knew. I don't know. Okay? You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. So Giannis, let's talk about Giannis and him getting booed and all that. I think it's bogus, 100%. I don't care how bad the Bucks is. I think it's bogus. Giannis, and let's be honest, I don't like Giannis' play style. I don't. But on the objective tip, he gives it his all out there. He don't never have step. And y'all booing him? Like, him. The last time the Bucks was relevant when they had Ray and Big Dog Robinson and them Cassell. They still didn't win no championship. You know what I'm saying? So he brought y'all a title. He had the Bucks, like, you know what I mean? Like, you kidding me? And y'all booing him because y'all having a bad stretch? Look, man, I'm trying to tell you, people are very finicky. You know what I'm saying? People are very finicky. That's why you do not get too high or too low, man, because it's like, it's cool to rock with you when you win it. It's cool to not rock with you when you lose it. You know what I mean? I just said this, to my homeboy. Like, look, if you, let's say, for example, right, you a platinum selling artist, multi-platinum, right? You know what I mean? Now, you got some platinum selling artists that's indie that you would never know who they are, you know what I mean? But if you push by the machine and you got a hit and everybody rocking with you, dancing to your song in the club, everybody gonna rock with you because that's the cool thing to do. Even if they don't like the song, because I've seen people do that before. They don't even like the song, but they rocking with it because everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? The minute you fall off or don't put out another banger, if you put out something that was straight, then they fall off, then everybody else fall off with that. You know what I'm saying? If you sold 3 to 5 million copies only 80,000 of them is really gonna rock with you if you branch off on your own. Them the ones that's gonna eat about that much that really rock with you, that's gonna rock with you no matter what. You know what I mean? The rest of them, they just rocking with you because it's hot. You know what I mean? If you look at an arena, you know what I mean, where, look at the Wizards or something, you know what I mean? Look at that arena. Barely anybody in there, right? But the ones that's there usually are diehard Wizards fans, through thick and thin. Through thick and thin. I remember when the Lions having blackouts because it wasn't enough people watching the game, and when, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But now all of a sudden everybody love the Lions. You know what I mean? But you know, it wasn't like that before. You know, so it's cool to rock with you when everything good. No, but when it's bad, they don't wanna. That's bogus. You know what I'm saying? And then it plays into certain things like marriage. I know you're like, what? But listen, like in marriage, right? You married to somebody, right? Oh, I love you when everything is good. Oh, I love you. Oh, everything, you making all the money, all this money, everything is good, vacations, trips, blah, 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 everything good. Oh, I love you. But you go through the bad stretch, you know what I'm saying? Because you go through a bad stretch in life. You go through a bad stretch, you know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, divorces is looming. Mood is messed up. I don't know if I could do this anymore. That's what happens, you know, when you're married to the wrong person, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that happens with a fan base. That happens with fans, you know what I mean? So, you know, Giannis, I know he's frustrated. I feel bad for him because it's like, what did he do? He didn't do nothing. All he did was come and play hard. That's all he did. He does not have a proper team around him. What is he supposed to do with this? And on top of that, his play style. Now, you could say, well, Giannis can improve here and there, and that's fine. You can say that about any player. But he gives it his all out there. He do not cheat the game. And y'all booing this dude? Like, come on, man. That's crazy. So if he requests a trade, I mean, he's within it. Why not? Y'all don't rock with me. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen Reggie Miller get booed at home. I have never seen Dirk Nowitzki get booed at home. I seen Kobe get booed, but that was due to the case. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, they loved him all over again. I never seen Iverson get booed at home. You know what I'm saying? I have never seen, like, why are you booing him? He's doing all he can. He's doing all he can. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's whack and corny. You know what I mean? That's some cornball stuff right there. Some cornball stuff right there. You know what I mean? And if you're a player, you look at that as like, why would I want to go there? The fan base don't even, like, you know what I mean? Like, now obviously, you know, if you get traded there, you get traded there. If you get drafted there, you get drafted there. But why would you want to sign somewhere like that when the fans, you know, gonna boo you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That don't make any sense to me. So are you booing him because of the rumors? It's not like he came out there and requested a trade. It's all hearsay. Honestly, you know what I mean? He hasn't came out and said, I want to trade, out his lips. So and even if he did say that, okay, and you know what I mean, he doesn't have a good team around him, and he probably want to win again. Now, and the thing is, when it comes to, listen, I'm all about loyalty. I believe in that, so I'm all about, honestly, you know, as far as like, I believe in this. If you got a special player that represents your team, you know what I'm saying, and you, like, for instance, when you think Kobe, you think LA, right? You think Reggie Miller, you think Pacers, right? So if you got a player of that magnitude, do all I can to keep him. Like how they was doing with Dirk Nowitzki. Always making sure they restructure or talk to him, be in communication. We want to keep you. When Dirk Nowitzki was declining, they kept that brother. And they eventually got a chip. You know what I'm saying? They built the proper team around him and stuff like that. There wasn't no, I'm about to leave or I want to trade you. None of that. They kept him. Same thing with Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller, you know, they built the team around his abilities, man. No, he didn't get the championship, but Reggie Miller is one of the greatest players to do it. You know what I mean? Love him or hate him, right? So if I got a player like that, I'm going to keep him because I appreciate your service. Go try to build a team around you, and when you decline it, I'm not just going to throw you away. If you decline it, okay, look, I'm going to have a real conversation with him. Like, listen, man, but we're going to do the best we can to bring guys around you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ride with you in the good time, ride with you in the bad time. People don't believe in that no more. The thing is, they want you loyal, right? But they don't show loyalty. That's crazy as mug to me. I never understood that. You want loyalty but don't want to show it. That happens with fans. You want to pop up when we win it, but then disappear when we lose it. You want to take pictures with me when we win it, but ignore me when we lose it. That's bogus. That's fake. That's fake. Word up. That's fake, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a, I don't know, man. I think that's whack. I feel bad for Giannis genuinely on some stuff like that, because I think that's some Bush League stuff right there. You know what I mean? Like, if you gonna rock with a player, rock with him. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna rock with him, rock with him. You know what I mean? There's never been a time where Carmelo Anthony wasn't my favorite player. Yeah, you know, bad performances here and there. I don't care. That's my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? Paul Williams, my favorite boxer. I done seen Paul Williams get knocked out cold by Sergio Martinez, bro. Knocked out cold, eyes open like bloop. That's not gonna not make him my favorite boxer anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because he lost. All right, man. You know, hey, man, that was crazy. But you my man's, man. You know, you gotta keep that guard up. You know what I'm saying? Like Errol Spence when he got beat up by Crawford. That didn't change my view of Errol Spence. He just lost. You know what I mean? Like, people switch so fast. You know what I mean? If you gonna rock with somebody, rock with them. You know what I mean? Don't only rock with them when it's good. You know what I mean? If you gonna rock with them, rock with them. If not, then don't. Like, that's corny stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that I can't believe they booing this brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have had a championship since Lou Alcindor. Kareem, you know what I'm saying? Was his name? I think his name was still Lou Alcindor when he won the chip for y'all, I think. You know what I mean? Who want to come to Milwaukee? That's the thing. Don't nobody want to come to Milwaukee, bro. No one wants to come to Milwaukee to play. So the fact y'all got a star, that when you think of the Bucks, you think of Giannis. When Milwaukee Bucks pop up, you think that's the first player that comes up is Giannis, bro. Seriously. It's not even Kareem, it's Giannis. When you say Kareem, you think of the Lakers. You don't think of the Bucks, you think of the Lakers. What? That's, man, pretty much the best player y'all franchise, y'all boo. So if he requests to trade, he within his rights. Like, I mean, why would I stay in a situation like this in my home team or my home crowd booing me? This is what I need y'all the most. Whatever happened to the crowd being a six-man? Like, man, listen, dog, that's crazy, man. Look, I don't rock with it. I think it's whack. I think it's Bush League. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if Giannis want to get traded, hey, man, at this point, if I'm him, man, I request it in the media. Like, yeah, I want to be gone. But he's doing the right thing, though, saying the things he's saying and not, you know, saying nothing negative. It's always good to just stay positive. You cannot lose with just staying positive. You know what I mean? The negativity is when all the smoke come, and then, you know, all this, you know, and then people, I didn't like him anyway, and all this stuff. So just, you know, as long as he stay positive, that's good. You know what I mean? But I think this is whack as a bug, dog. Like, I can't believe they booing this brother like that. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm saying that's crazy, man. It is what it is, though, man. But you know, even though he's not my favorite player, big salute to Giannis. Hopefully he get put in a better situation where the fans appreciate him playing hard. You know what I mean? You know, Giannis is like, you don't have players like that anymore who's going to just come in and play hard like that. He's kind of like last of a dying breed type stuff who come in, you know, Westbrook, all them guys. These dudes don't be wanting to just get it in like that. Giannis out there still getting it in. He just don't got a good team. That's it. It is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Greatly appreciate it from everybody. Peace.